The new 2025 Audi RS3 is here, and if there's a simple way to describe it, level up would be the term to go with. Because even though most of the changes are subtle, the new model represents a big step forward compared to its predecessor. It's quicker, more stylish, and more luxurious, and these ingredients are blended even better than before, ensuring one of the segment-leading positions for this small four-ringed rocket. Stay with us as we take a closer look at the 2025 RS3, Audi's facelifted compact performer. But first, make sure to check out other videos on our channel as well. Like, share, and subscribe, because we have no doubt you'll find something that gets your attention among all those reviews, previews, and comparisons of some of the hottest models of today and yesterday. 2025 Audi RS3. What's new? The current generation of Audi's compact hatch and sedan has been around for about 4 years, and this high-performance RS badge version is with it. So, the Ingolstadt automaker felt this would be perfect time for updates. With the competition getting tougher every year, with mainstream players getting much closer in performance and luxury, this update was actually a must. And, thankfully, the feedback from the company was adequate. Audi has just updated its most capable version of the A3, and the changes may look subtle at first, but they are quite substantial. Audi addressed all important aspects of the car. There's the new styling, of course, just like some interior changes are. But Audi engineers also paid attention to performance, so even though there are no bigger changes under the hood, the chassis and suspension have been reworked, ensuring even better performance. Yes, the RS3 just got even more athletic, and that has already been confirmed at the Nürburgring with a new record lap time, which we'll get to in a moment. But first, let's take a look at that new styling. Exterior design. As we already mentioned, this is more of a facelift than a full redesign, and even though some sources suggested the addition of a hatchback version to the North American market, that's not going to happen. No, that version remains focused on European customers, while the good old four-door sedan remains the only choice on this side of the Atlantic. But that's no reason for disappointment, because even though the form remains the same, there are numerous changes that made a big impact on the overall visual appeal. So, the proportions may be the same, by styling adjustments are super easy to notice. And as it's typical for mid-cycle updates, most of the things are happening at the front. There you can easily notice new LED headlights, and Audi now installs selectable light patterns, yet another layer of customization that makes new owners feel more special. The new grille design is also there, wider and flatter, while larger front air intakes also contribute to the more aggressive appearance. The bumper also gets some reshaping, with vertical elements borrowed from the bigger RS models, complemented by a new front splitter. Lighting updates continue on the rear end, with new taillights with some kind of arrow-like pattern. It looks great and definitely contributes to the more aggressive styling, especially when we look at them in a combination with a new rear bumper and bazooka-like exhaust pipes as a whole. From the side, as you would expect, there are sets of new 19-inch wheels with a new multi-spoke design, equipped with a new set of tires. Audi claims these are grippier but equally comfortable as the previous ones. Finally, the color palette expands, including paints like Ascari Blue, Progressive Red, and Matte Daytona Gray. Interior updates. Since we're talking about a mid-cycle update here, it's clear that the 2025 Audi RS3 comes with no changes in terms of the overall cabin layout. The rear seats are still relatively tight, just like the cargo area, but hey, that's what comes with this segment of the automotive market. On the other hand, Audi did its best to make the driver and front passenger feel even more special. The first thing you'll probably notice is the new steering wheel. The new shape is here, and it squares up the traditional circle shape of the wheel with a flat top and bottom. Of course, paddle shifters are there on the column, but what's new is a pair of red buttons, with one of them serving as a shortcut to the sportiest drive mode, and the other leading to the customization and individual settings. Another driver's thing that's new is the new shifter. While both driver and passenger can enjoy the new bucket seats with better support, wrapped with a mix of leather and micro suede with the exposed carbon fiber on the back. And that's not all. The tech department has been updated as well, with a couple of nice touches. The screens may have remained the same, with a 12.3-inch gauge cluster and 10.1-inch infotainment, but the former now comes with new graphics and a new tachometer design, while the touchscreen now comes upgraded with an app store. Powertrain and Performance. Some may feel disappointed with the fact that the power figures have remained the same, but we're not. Because Audi engineers made so many tweaks on the chassis that the new version is much better to drive. Instead of making it quicker in a straight line, the German engineers were more focused on the true purpose of small performance cars: cornering. That's right, the chassis has been tweaked in so many ways. First of all, the software has been tweaked, while brake torque vectoring of Audi's all-wheel drive system also works with way more finesse. So, even though we're still not talking about Audi's genuine Quattro system with the Torsen differential, this Haldex-based unit works better than ever. Probably for the first time, it doesn't feel passive. No, it engages right on time, and as a result, drivers can now attack corners with way more aggression at higher speed throughout and out the corner. With being able to send more power to the rear wheels immediately, as well as reworked steering, the new RS3 is not just quicker in curves, but also more fun, as drifting with something that's essentially a front-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive car has never been easier. And, as mentioned, new tires are there, but we're pretty sure that those looking for optimal performance will still choose the well-known Pirelli P0 Trofeo RS tires, which remain on the list of available upgrades. With all this in mind, the RS3 uses all that power coming from the famous inline-5 much more efficiently. It's more stable, more controllable, more substantial, and you'll still love that 5-cylinder roar like you loved it the first day. Simply, that's how the RS3 stands out from the crowd and feels more special. And no, it doesn't lack any power. 401 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque are plenty enough, especially if we consider that all that power is sent to all wheels through a super fast shifting 7-speed dual clutch transmission, one of the best units of this kind in the business. With all that in mind, it doesn't surprise that the new RS3 is able to hit 60 in less than 3.5 seconds. But once again, this small but capable performer is much more about precision and curves. After all, numbers speak for themselves, considering that the latest version has just set another lap record for its class at the Nürburgring Nordschleife with a time of 7 minutes 33.123 seconds. To give you a better understanding of these numbers, this is more than 10 seconds quicker compared to the front-wheel drive champion, the Civic Type R. Release date and pricing. With all the updates we just talked about, it's quite clear that the 2025 Audi RS3 represents a thoughtful evolution, where subtle changes come together and create something really special. With the new model, the blend of power, style, and luxury gets even better, pushing the boundaries of what a compact performance car should be. More aggressive and with more focus on driving experience, Audi makes its entry-level performance car substantially better, but doesn't sacrifice comfort and luxury. But the real story is how it drives, more engaging and more precise than ever, resulting in even quicker cornering and, consequently, faster lap times. Once again, Audi has a model that has everything it takes to be considered elite of its class, but still, all that comes at a cost. The officials still haven't come up with the price figures for the North American model, but if we consider that the outgoing, this year's model, starts at around $63,500 and that North is the only direction numbers could go these days, don't be surprised if the 2025 model starts at over $65,000. We'll find out pretty soon, as the US launch is right around the corner. What do you think of the 2025 Audi RS3? Does the Ingolstadt maker once again have a class leader? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.